everybody and welcome back to my little section here on Campus Society. What's with the finger swipe? So it turns out that the response from the living at home and living in halls video that I put out earlier in the month was amazing. You guys seem to really like that video. So I thought I'd do another helpful video for you guys, and this one is 5 student money saving tips. Student money saving tips. It's really hard to say quickly. As usual, I've got them in my notebook. So let's get started and save you some dollar. Tip number 1. This first tip seems pretty obvious, but it's something that I definitely never do and I should start doing. When you see something in a shop, something you really like, or you feel like that impulse to just go ahead and buy, don't do it. Stop yourself, take a photograph of the item, head back home, and if you find that in a couple of days or a week you're still thinking about that item, then you know that A, it's something you really want, and B, you deserve it because you've waited like a week and you didn't impulse buy it, so just go for it. I never do this, ever, and I really need to start doing it. But to be fair, like the majority of items that I impulse buy are from charity shops. So, I mean, it's not breaking the bank, but every penny counts. For example, yesterday I impulse bought a miniature vintage umbrella and a jewellery box just because I thought they looked cute. I mean, come on. I mean, those 2 items came to an added total of like £6, which, you know, isn't really that much money in the great scheme of things. But I've noticed that my room is literally just being accumulated with crap. Take a photo of the item and just think it over before you buy it, because you will save pennies by not just impulse buying. Tip number 2. Save all of your change and coppers. So get all of the 5p's, the 2p's, the 1p's, you know, the change that you don't use on a regular basis. Just chuck it all into a jar or a tin, any kind of storage facility, and save up those pennies. Why do you want to save them? Because self-service machines in supermarkets don't get embarrassed when you hand them a bag full of 1p's. Seriously, I did this a couple of days ago. I just gathered together all of my old change and I put it in the self-service machine when I went on my shop, and it's so surprising how much money you actually have in coppers. Something to try out if you've got lots of pennies at the bottom of your purse. Save them all up and go and buy yourself like half a Toblerone or something. Tip number 3. This one may be quite self-explanatory, because if you want money, then you're probably going to need to get a job. But the biggest thing about getting a job is getting there before everyone else. If you know which university you're going to in September, go to the city months before, weeks before, and hand out your CVs. Take it from somebody who knows. I've handed out 25 CVs in the last 3 weeks, and I've heard back from 1 company. It's a dog-eat-dog world. Seriously though, if you've taken a gap year and you already have your A-level grades, or on results day and you know which uni you're going to go to, please go there before you move in and just hand out some CVs, do some groundwork, get to know the city a bit more, because all the students go for all the part-time jobs before they move in. Tip number 4. Try your best to get free resources. I'm talking about books that you need for uni. The majority of the time, university libraries have a massive selection of all the books that you're ever gonna need, ever, in your life. So go and make the most of it. Seriously, do it. And if you are requested to buy your own personal hard copy, then don't buy them new. Buy a second-hand one from online. They are always so much cheaper, and they also have really useful notes written in the margins. A bit like the Half-Blood Prince's book. Whenever I order a play online, there's always really useful little bits about like genre and theme and character analysis and stuff like that other people have written because they've studied the text. So go online if you need to buy your own. If not, go to the library, or if they haven't got it in the library, they'll have it online in a PDF format. There's just no point in wasting your money if you're going to look at the cover and just never read it. Tip number 5. The 5th and final tip for you guys is meal preparation and taking in your own hot drinks. I know what it's like, okay? I am a tea lover. And I know many coffee lovers who need that fix of caffeine in the morning before facing their first lecture. I assure you, Make your own in a flask, take it to uni. I know it probably won't last that long, but at least you've saved yourself 1 cup of coffee throughout the day. The amount of uni students I see with an expensive coffee in their hand, and you think how many of those you get through a week. Let's actually figure that out. Okay, so a small cappuccino is £2.25, but the majority of students don't get a small cappuccino, they get a grande cappuccino, which is £2.60. So I'm going to say on the majority, you have 4 days on campus a week, probably a coffee each day you're there, times that by 4, that's £10.40 for 4 coffees over a week. That's £10 a week you're spending. I'm so good at maths. And on the flip side of that, we've got meal prep. Usually you just see all like the gym bods doing meal prep, like falafel in one box, a single lettuce leaf in the other, and about 3 grains of rice in the next. No, this is not what I'm talking about. I'm talking make yourself a massive pot of pasta or a massive lasagna, or make a meal for 4 people basically, and then split them down into like containers that you're going to take to uni for the rest of the week. Uni canteens are not cheap, so bring your own packed lunch or make your own meal to bring to uni in the day and you'll save some money. So there's my 5 student money saving tips, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you did. I have got a video of how to deal with flatmates coming up in the works, so I will keep you posted on that one. But until next time, thank you very much for joining me, everybody, and I will see you again very, very soon.